Good morning, everyone. It's Debbie Ryan from StampYourJourney.com, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator. Wanted to show you a card that I made this past month. Thought I'd share it with you. Here's all my contact information if you'd like to ever get in touch with me or shop at my store. So here we go. This is an adorable, cute little card. I have some acrylic on here. So I wanted to show you how I did this effect because I wanted to solve a problem I had. I needed to hide my glue dots and wanted this to be down solid. So I'm going to show you how I did that. So to get started, what I used was our new Well Done stamp set. Love this. Comes in a bundle with this Well Done punch. So I've used both of these in this set. They're very, very cute. And how I got started, I took a piece of soft seafoam and I ran it through this great embossing, seaweed embossing folder. Hoping you can see that with the glare. So I just ran my paper through it and got this beautiful impression. You can actually see it better like that. So to start right off, I put it on a basic white card base. So we can put that together right now. That part's done very quickly. And then the next part I made was this happy birthday. So I just took a piece of white scrap paper and with Calypso Coral, I stamped my words that came from right side up so I can see it. I just stamped my happy birthday right in the corner of a piece of paper. Took my snips and just quickly, I'm hoping I'm working in my screen here, took and snipped that very close. Now, sometimes the words are a little too long and I want to move them a little. So I'm going to show you what I did. After I clipped them out like that, I just separated them. That's how I got this look right here. These are on little mini dimensionals. So let's see, I'm working in my screen here. On one, and I'll probably use two on this one. Just like, try to keep moving in. You know what? I'm going to put my little sheet of glue paper here so that I make sure I am working where you can see me. So I took those off. Take this one off. Oh, stuck to it. And there's my happy. Make this straight. And my birthday. There, get that part complete. Next thing I did was I stamped in Memento ink on scrap white paper and then quickly threw some clear embossing powder on it and then used my punch to punch out my whale. So I've got him all set. I'm going to show you how I did these two parts next. So I'm going to save him for just a minute. All right, so to make this part of the card, which is where I wanted to, actually, you know what? First, let's stamp our inside and then we'll have our card done by the time we get done with that treat. So I used the words that were in this stamp set. Hoping all your birthday fishes come true. And then I took these cute little fish that are in this set, which what I love about them is that no matter which way you turn this fish, they can swim in either direction. So I know in the past that easily get some cute little fish going across the card here. You can add as many as you like, or as few. So that's all set. So we've got the inside of our card, the first part of the front. I showed you how I did my whale. So now I'm going to show you this part. So this is, I have a sheet of Calypso Coral. We're going to save that for when we're done. I'm going to do all my stamping on my white, and I also have a piece of window sheet. And these are exactly the same size. And they're approximately 4 by 2 1/4. All right, so let's get stamping on here. So I've used the Pear Pizzazz for my darker green, and used the seaweed, the taller seaweed, right out of this set. And I'm actually not going to stamp the whole thing on here. I did a couple of portions of it, a couple of heights, like that, all set. And then I also used the Pear Pizzazz to do the beautiful sea turtle that is in this set. So my whole thought with this card was that the whale was diving down under, and that the sea turtle took off and the fish and my seahorse are taking off. So let's see if we can create that little kind of, so here's my sea turtle lifting off. Doesn't that image stamp beautifully? So there's my sea turtle. And then in this set also is a small version of the seaweed. And I used soft sea foam for this one. And I just took very little, just a little hint. So I have a little hint of some shorter grass in here. There's no rhyme or reason to what I did. Some heights more than others. A little bit of, so I have 2 tones of green. Here, you want me to make this closer? Is that easier for you to see? Oh, that might be better for you to see. Let's move this so I'm working where you can see me. Then I took some of, there's a coral stamp in this. So I used Calypso Coral. And I just stamped 2 or 3 of these in here. Just overlaid them very quickly, like that, across the bottom of my paper. And then again, I used my fish some more. This time, they're going to swim in the other direction. So, we're going to have a couple of, move my ink pad a little closer. So I've just got my little schools of fish taking off here. Oops, try to keep it where you can see it. Isn't that cute? Let me put a few more up here. There we go. That's cute. And then the other image I used, all of these are in the same stamp set, which I love, being able to use one set. Here's my cute little seahorse. Can you see him now that I have ink on him? Isn't he adorable? So in him, I'm just going to put him kind of hanging out here and ready to take off. And I did him in Bermuda Bay. All right, so now that we've got all of this done, I wanted to make it look like it was underwater, and I didn't want it to be the plain white. I wanted a little bit ocean effect, and I didn't want, if I used glue dots, for them to show. Here's how I solved that problem. So I took my silicone mat, I put a little pile of Tombow glue, like that, and then I have some Pool Party re-inker. And I'm using, this is one of the older aqua painters, but I'm not squeezing any water out of this. I'm really just using it as a method to move my paper around. not my paper, my glue. So mix this in kind of the blue color you want. Make it as white as you like, or because all the white glue is gonna dry clear. So I just kind of made this a watery color. See if I like that. There we go. All right. So we are going to use that window sheet to color. So I put it down flat, just like this. I made my screen as big as I could so you could see it. Should I make it smaller? There, can you see better? So all I did was dip this in. So this is Tombow and Reinker, and I just used my brush as a way to deliver that water and paste. Just went straight across, just like that. Made sure I covered the whole thing. You'll never get two of these the same. That's kind of the beauty of it. All the way across, just like that. Just nice long strokes, makes it look like the water going across. If you want a couple of spots that have a little more blue in them, you can add heavier Reinker. Just like that. Make sure it's all covered. I will tell you when you're done with this and you use glue to go wash it out pretty quickly. So then I've taken my stamped image and I turned it over and I laid it right on that acrylic. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because that Tombow is going to give you some wiggle room. And then I lifted up my sheet so I could pick it up. No glue on my fingers, yay. And then I just made sure this lined up perfect. But do you see the water effect I got? Isn't that awesome? And because it's got glue mixed in it, it's going to stick. Just like that. All set, looks like they're underwater. I think it's a great image. Then you can just put some, actually, yep, I just put some adhesive on there. And I just wanted a little pop, so this is the same length. I just added a quick 1/8 of an inch on either side. Just like that. Lined up. Perfect. No glue. So see, as you can see, this one's a little bit darker than the original one did. A little less streaky, left a little white in it. So two of them, you can never get two the same. So then I took this. This is on dimensionals. This is a great place to use your edges of your dimensionals. Don't waste any. I use every little bit of my dimensionals. Just like that. Take the backs off, which I tend to forget every once in a while, and I don't wonder why my card doesn't stick. I'm sure many of you have done that. Do this right side up. And this is the same width as my seafoam green. So I'm gonna do this. That's just on dimensionals. I'm gonna put my whale on a couple of dimensionals. Let me see. So there's for that. And let's take these off. So in this stamp of the whale, some people haven't asked about this little white spot that's right here on my whale. And the stamp is made that way to look like his bullet hole. So that is correct. So I'm going to make him look like he's diving down, just like that. Might actually, I think I want to put one more mini glue down to there. I'm going to use my U-Pick tool. Love this pointy little end. Take a mini dimensional. And I am actually going to stick that on there, and I just want to add under his tail, just to give that a little bit of support, just like that. Now, the one other thing I did was I wanted to look a little spout of water as he's diving. So in the punch, there's this great little spout of water. So I'm going to show you what I did. I took that white one, did the same that I did with the acrylic. Might have to put a little bit of blue on there. You could also just, if you want to make this easier, use a little glue and pool party paper. Pick that up. I laid the acrylic laid it right down on the acrylic. Just gave a little bit of a water effect. So I went from the white to the acrylic. I'm going to put another mini glue dot under there. And so I don't like to touch these, so if you want to see what I do, I pull the cover off of it, then I can pick it up most of the time. Oop, got two of them there. I'm going to place this right in the fattest part of that. If it ever hangs over a little that you can see any, you can always just quick snip it off if it's a little bit wider. And I want it to look like he had kind of expelled his air as he got ready to dive. Oop, did I take my cover off? Nope. Come on. That one's really on there. There we go. Got it. Oh, did I leave it on? Well, give that a little pinch with my nail in there. Well, you know what? I don't know what's up with that one. I'm going to do another one. There we go. I don't know what was up with that dimensional. Every once in a while you get one that's put that in just like that. So that's how I solved my problem. That I didn't want any mini glue dots to show to adhere the acrylic. Looks like it's underwater. Very quick. And as I said, you never get two visions of the water the same. But I just thought this was a sweet, cute card, and hoped all of your birthday fishes come true. Thought that was a really fun card. Thanks for watching. Have any questions, please give me a shout. It was so great to see you. And again, my contact information is here. Take a screenshot, copy it down. I'd love to hear your comments. Please share my video. I'd love to have you share it, and maybe some other friends would like to see how it was done. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you liked about it. Thanks so much. Bye.